What's up, guys? Welcome to the Being Beautifully Honest podcast and channel. Thanks for being here, for being subscribed. If you're not, hit that button. And if you're listening on YouTube, hit that like button. It's like walking into the room and hitting that light switch. We just want to brighten up the place. So let's get into this podversation. You know, I thought about something, and I'm just going to talk about this really quick. Steve Harvey. Now, I already talked about the rumors and him allegedly shutting down the alleged affair that was being called out that his wife was having with the bodyguard and the chef. I may talk about that in more depth later, but this is a thing that I just kind of find ironic about Steve Harvey, and this is one of the things that just makes me not really care for him. I have a friend who is all about motivation, and she's like somebody that has like an amazing memory, and she can remember quotes from different books and quotes from different speakers and all that type of stuff like that. I have a pretty good memory, but not that great where I could just like quote something that someone else said, especially from a book. My God. But anyway, she loves sometimes to like share quotes like Steve Harvey has said. And I have to admit, when she does that, I just roll my eyes because I'm like, this nigga, excuse me, but him and motivation, for me, I'm not saying that people cannot evolve. People should evolve. Definitely people should change with age, meaning getting better with age. But a lot of people don't, and a lot of people are just who they really are on the inside. They could change the outside. So as you know, he has his wife, who I guess you could call her an influencer, which is, you know, whatever. But we know that she stepped up his wardrobe, and he doesn't wear the big baggy suits anymore that has like 100 buttons and 50 pockets and all the other stuff like he used to do back in the day when he was hosting Showtime at the Apollo, and even when he was doing the Kings of Comedy, and even on the Steve Harvey show, which I used to watch, and sometimes I still do watch on Prime. Not really so much because of him, but Cedric the Entertainer is one of the funniest comedians, and he really did make the show. But anyway, I wanted to talk about this because when it comes to messages, a lot of times it's like you have to consider the messenger. And yeah, he may have gotten more money over the years. He definitely has gotten a lot of opportunities. He's got a ton of jobs. He's doing well financially, obviously. And with money, a lot of times that will change the exterior. It will change the clothing. It will change the surroundings. It will change the home or homes that you're living in, the travel that you get to do, and the experiences that you get to have. Money gives you access, but it does not necessarily make you a better person. Rarely does it. You actually usually have to already be a good person because money just magnifies the character of who you actually are. And in my personal opinion, never met him, but my personal opinion is Steve Harvey is an asshole. And the stories that I've heard about him over the years, I believe them. I don't believe anyone came out here and lied about him. But I'm going to say this. My personal opinion is I believe that he lied when it came to the social media thing. Because the story was that I'm just going to read this really quick because it's like, it's from Hot New Hip Hop. And as you know, earlier this week, there were rumors about his wife cheating on him. But this is funny because it says, according to Nigerian Senator Ned Nwoko, who claims to have spoken to Harvey personally, when we read about our friend Steve Harvey and his lovely wife having issues, we had to contact him, and he confirmed that he and his wife are very much okay, and it's all fake news and should be disregarded. The family is happy together, and we wish them all the best. This is what Senator Nwoko wrote on Instagram. Listen, don't take any offense to this. Not every Nigerian is a liar, but we know that there's a lot of Nigerian scammers online, okay? So do we believe that because this Nigerian senator wrote this on social media that they're not having any marital issues? Get out of here. But the thing that I really wanted to talk about is the fact that this situation about a now deleted tweet that appeared on his official Twitter account. And it said, a comedian you don't find funny at all. And the post received a lot of backlash, with a lot of people calling it classless and saying that why would he post this negative question? And a lot of people saying, you ain't funny. You're the comedian that we don't find funny. So was this a question about you? Okay. I'm adding that because I did not follow this tweet. I didn't see anybody write that. But if I did, that's actually what I would have written. I would have said, you. Was this about you? But anyway, he spoke out about it because the tweet was taken down. And I'm just going to play this clip because I just really, I don't know. I just want to play this really quick.
Some time to address this here. I came down here to get away, get in some nature, do some fishing. Somebody works for me on my Twitter, put a statement out that was totally negative. I got to take responsibility for it because they work for me. But the engagement was talking about name a comedian you don't think is funny. Why would I do something like that? That don't even make no damn sense. My whole brand is to be motivational. And I'm going to turn around and say something like that. You don't know where these young people at in their career, man. They could be coming up with anything. I'm all about positivity. I would have never.
I paused it right there. I paused it right there because to hear him say he's all about positivity and then he got choked out. You can't say that was not funny. But anyway, let me continue.
Nothing like that. I'm so pissed off right now, man. Talking about I was trying to get some engagement. Okay. Be trying to get some employment too. My bad, y'all. Now I got to come on here and do something, doing a damn selfie. So here it is. I'm sorry. Man, my bad, y'all. Won't happen again, though.
Well, you heard what he said. And this is what I have to say to that, because I don't believe him. I'm not saying that he did the post himself, because I definitely don't believe that he handles his own Twitter. Obviously, he does not have time for that. The man has too many jobs. You know, Marjorie has him working all of these different places to make sure that money keeps rolling in. So I am quite sure he does not handle his own Twitter account. Okay. But you're a comedian, allegedly. Now you're all about motivation. Your whole brand. He says his whole brand is about motivation and positivity. That's bull. His whole brand. Yeah, you might. I don't listen to the Steve Harvey show on the radio. I used to many years ago in passing when I was a legal assistant. Sometimes when I would have the little radio on in my office, on my desk, I would, play the radio. That was a long time ago, long time ago. And he, would do his little spiel in the morning. At first, it just started off as a little, I guess, it was just something that he did. And I'm assuming now, because again, I don't listen to him. I guess this is something that he does every morning now, where he, I guess, does some little motivational speech or sermon before he gets the show going, where he's roasting people and calling people out and calling them stupid and dummy and all this other stuff. So you're saying your whole brand is about motivation and positivity? That's bull crap. I don't watch Family Feud, but I've seen the commercials and he's rolling his eyes at people and stuff like that. Is who Steve Harvey is. Ultimately, Steve Harvey is an old crotchety man who I believe the stories about that has not been a nice person to work for. I believe the stories about him and how he tried to snake Bernie Mac behind his back to get opportunities that were offered to Bernie Mac because he felt like he was better for them and better qualified and things like that. You know what I mean? That's who I believe the real true Steve Harvey is, not this person that he claims he's all about positivity, where you heard him say that and he got choked up and started coughing. So if you're so much about motivation and positivity, you're going to fire somebody because of a tweet that, in my personal opinion, I didn't think was that bad. It was a question. The person didn't tweet an actual person's name and say, this is the worst comedian. What business do they have calling themselves a comedian when everything that they say is so full of bleep or whatever? You know what I mean? Like, that wasn't something that the person wrote. They asked the question and left it up to the commenters, the responders, the tweeters to respond. So because you wanted to cover your own ass, you fired this person. That's what he said now. He said he fired the person. So I'm not saying allegedly fired. He said, oh, you're trying to get some engagement? Well, now you're trying to find some employment. You know, so you're trying to be funny in that little quip there, which that wasn't funny. So you let this person go because they did that tweet that I guess some people found offensive. And again, I still don't know why anybody found it offensive. It's just a question. You know, and a lot of people, if they wanted to, who knows? Listen, I didn't see the responses. So maybe he got pissed off because people were responding and saying, you ain't funny. Or they were tweeting back GIFs or memes of Steve Harvey to answer the questions, to say this is the comedian, quote unquote, that we don't find funny. Maybe that's what it was, and he didn't like that. I don't know. But to say that your whole brand is about positivity and motivation, and you fire this person who did something to try to get what they said was engagement, then I really have a hard time believing that he is all about this motivation and positivity that he claims, okay? To me, Steve Harvey just comes across as a very dry, crotchety, bad attitude, don't want to be bothered with people, old guy, a big black goofy. And when I say goofy, I'm literally talking about Goofy from Goof Troop, the Disney platform. I just don't see it for him at all. I don't wish any bad for the man, but hearing about the things that he's done in his third marriage now, being married to a very controversial woman. There's a lot of stories out there about her. And now you want to parade her around for people to see her as someone to aspire to, knowing the rumors about her and her child's father and the background with all of that stuff, and even his own issues with his two previous ex-wives, both of whom first name starts with M as well. Isn't that kind of weird? All three of his wives had a first name that started with the letter M. Very, very strange. Very, very ironic. But I'm just saying, I don't believe that he's all about this positivity and motivation that he wants to put out there and portray. Yeah, he may have said some things that has encouraged some people or motivated some people. Listen, broken clocks, they're right at least twice a day. So, yeah, you don't have to be the greatest person in the world to say some things that are going to encourage someone or motivate someone or share your own story that could help inspire someone. Cool. But this person did this one tweet, and now you fired the person, but you claim that you're all about motivation and positivity. And I don't think what the person tweeted was all that bad. So anyway, doing like some people do, covering your own ass, this is what you have made the step to do. Well, whatever. But I just wanted to talk about that because I just really found it ironic that he would talk about how he's just so motivational, but yet you fire this person for doing this tweet that was on your platform that you probably gave them full throttle to move forward to create content and share it because that's what you wanted, right? You wanted the engagement and you got it. So anyway, guys, I just wanted to talk about this guy and talk about my thoughts regarding this motivation and him telling women to act like a lady but think like a man and all of this other nonsense and bullcrap, like, does his own, well, I guess you can call her his daughter since he adopted her officially, but does your own daughter even really think like that? Maybe some people say that she does. I wouldn't call her a whore, but she definitely has a lot of relationships. Is she enforcing the 90-day rule? Just wonder. But anyway, guys, I just wanted to talk about that. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Thanks so much for being here, for liking and subscribing. I'm Beth, just being beautifully honest. So until the next time, I wanted to keep it brief, beautiful, and now I'm going to say bye.